He Said,
She Said.
our podcast about cool places to eat, drink, and hang out. I'm Bill,
I'm Sandy.
and tonight we came to East Nashville to have dinner at the Butcher and Bee. The Butcher and Bee have two locations. There's one in Charleston, South Carolina, and this one in East Nashville, which opened in 2016. Been here longer than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rather unassuming gray brick building at 902 Main Street, Nashville, on the east side of the Cumberland River. We were pleasantly surprised when we walked in. I was anyway. It's a large contemporary room with booths and tables, fairly good-sized bar, a mezzanine, which we didn't visit.
No.
Didn't go up there. And we were lucky to be seated at the chef's counter, where we proceeded to wear them out with questions and stuff. They're open for lunch 7 days a week, 11 until 2 Monday through Friday, and 10 until 2 on Saturday and Sunday. They stop serving lunch at 2 and begin dinner service at 5. It's a foodie place, and we love the menu.
Big foodie.
It's a little different, kind of bold, maybe adventurous, and really, really good. They pride themselves on cooking only fresh, locally sourced food, and we saw that to be true since we were sitting at the chef's table.
I know. We saw all of it go down.
Also, the menu changes regularly, so don't get too used to your favorite.
Yes.
It's all good anyway. Couple things you should know. The food isn't necessarily cooked or served at the same time for each of your dining mates.
Yes.
That was kind of interesting.
That was interesting.
Their explanation, which they offer before you order, thank you very much, is that it takes different lengths of time to cook and prepare each item, and they want their guests to enjoy their selections as fresh as it gets. And we did. Another thing you should probably know is that if you're seated at the chef's counter, which was awesome, your server will always be behind you.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting because we were so focused and mesmerized on what they were cooking, and all these people moving about and this dish going over here and that all of a sudden, bam, you'd get this tap on the shoulder, here's your food kind of thing. So you have to turn around and you had to get your food. It was just kind of interesting.
But there are...
Not that it was bad.
No,
but
it wasn't
just
bad.
Different.
Kind of different. A lot of nooks and crannies in that place.
Yes.
A little table here and a bunch of booths over here. I would like to go up on that mezzanine and see.
I mean, I guess it depends on. I guess when you make your when you have to make a reservation.
True.
There, it would be a good idea because they had a birthday party going on. They had the upstairs. They've got single booths. They've got family tables, and then we were just the two of us, so they probably put us at the bar there. So. And
we'd never been, so we didn't know what to ask for when we made reservations. But you probably could ask for a booth, or we'd like to sit at the chef's table.
Yes.
It was really busy though the night we were there. I think it's probably busy every night. So make sure you make a reservation or you'll be standing around for a while.
Yes, and there were some people standing there, and they were standing for a while there.
There were. Anything else about the place or the vibe before we talk about food?
It was just kind of comfy, cozy. I think it was really nice in there. I felt comfortable. And like you said, it was busy, but it was comfortable in there, and it looked like it flowed pretty well.
Yeah. It seemed that everyone needed to be patient. You had to be patient for your food, for your guy to come around or your girl to come around and serve you and take your order.
But the waitstaff seemed really eager. At least ours was. I'm hoping all the other ones are, but everyone seemed so okay to answer all your questions, even how trivial they were. It was nice.
Well, what about the food? What did we eat?
Well, since it kind of came in different times... we got the bacon-wrapped dates, which was your choice. We started with that.
And you get two.
You get two, so I had a bite of that. It was really good. We had creamy kale, which I loved. Creamy kale. It was really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the fried chicken.
You had the Israeli fried chicken.
I looked at it. I had 3 thighs. I thought at first it was kind of almost burnt looking, but it wasn't.
Well, we watched them make it for a while, and we didn't know, is that chicken? What is that? And they drizzled this honey on it.
Honey on top of it.
Sumac, Persian lime, Tulsi basil, drizzled with local honey, but it wasn't too sweet.
It was yummy.
Really good.
It was really good. I ate it all. It was really good.
And yours came out fairly right away. And then I waited a little bit.
We had to wait, and then you had the trout.
Sunburst farm trout, grilled whole. So watch the bones if you don't know about trout.
There were a couple.
Turmeric and coconut creamy kale sort of coating. It's kind of green. And it came with really good roasted root vegetables.
Yes, that was real good.
That was
good. I had a couple of those. Now, one thing we did see go by a lot at the chef's table was that mushroom toast. That was flying out of there.
We watched that guy make one every 15 minutes or 10 minutes.
I got to know what is the deal with the mushroom toast, so we got to go back and try that out.
Well, it was toast, and then they did these kind of interesting-looking mushrooms, and then they passed to the cheese lady, and the cheese lady sprinkled cheese on it.
Yeah, it was very good. It looked interesting.
It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, and don't forget our dessert. We had the coconut orange pudding.
With a chocolate snap on top that wasn't really too snappy.
No. It could have been a little snappier. It was a little almost too thick for the pudding. You kind of mushed your pudding a little bit when you wanted to have just a little bite of chocolate. But other than that,
Flavor
we ate
was
the
great.
whole thing.
Yep, we did. Well-stocked bar, good spirits, good beer, and cider list, which I've come to appreciate over the years. Nice cider list. Few signature cocktails.
Right.
Woo Girl, Kilt in the Wind, we know what's in there. Fireside chat, and a few more. Wine selections, how was the wine?
Wine selection was okay, a little bit on the high side, so be ready for that. Otherwise, it was good. I mean, I did enjoy my glass of wine.
Great menus with selections that make you want to come back. Is there anything on the menu that you eyeballed that you really would like to go back and get?
Well, I definitely want to try that mushroom toast for sure. And there
Right.
was whipped feta. That looked really, really interesting. So I want to try that.
Almost anything. We were really happy with the food and with the menu selections. Lunch menu, a brunch menu, a dinner menu.
Brunch would be probably really interesting.
I'd
there.
love to go back for brunch. You got to make a
I gotta
reservation.
make a reservation, yep.
Bathrooms, were you able to check out the bathroom?
Bathrooms were fascinating.
Really?
Yes. They had, well, it was very clean. It was good lighting, nice, interesting stone kind of sink there. The new apparatus on the faucet was very fascinating.
Apparatus?
It was an apparatus. It was a Dyson faucet, first of all.
Oh, you made me go back and look.
Yes, I even made you go back. So what happens is when you go into the bathroom to wash your hands, you basically, I've discovered, you cup your hands under the faucet and you get water.
Probably
so you wash your hands,
Kind of
right?
normal. We've all been trained to do that.
Right. And obviously I pulled my hands away and looked for paper and could not find anything. Luckily, I looked up to the mirror. There's actually a little sign that gives you directions.
Oh.
And then you put your hands back under the faucet, but somewhat farther apart. You kind of like lay your hands out. And all of a sudden, my hands were being blown dry. I thought that was fascinating. So you get a dryer and a sink at the same time. That was kind of interesting.
Like a chicken foot or a peace symbol without the circle
It
around
looked
it.
like a chicken foot.
And the middle one is water, and the two outside ones
are the dryer. You have to be careful, though, how you cup your hands, though, because I found myself blow drying my hair at the same time the way I had my hands cupped. So that was kind of funny.
Is that what happened?
It dried my hands, though. I thought that was really interesting.
Kind of cool.
So
And it's like that in the men's room
it's very
as well.
modern, so
Very modern.
We're in the future.
Relax, enjoy the experience, enjoy the food. We had a great time, a great meal. And again, I'd like to do brunch, and I bet it's crowded.
Yes.
So if you live west of the Cumberland, travel across the river to the Butcher and Bee. It's well worth the trip for a great meal and a great unique hang. You're going to love this place, I'm sure of it.
Absolutely.
That's it for now, unless you have something else.
No, I think that's it. Let's wrap up.
Okay, don't forget to like us, visit our website, he said, she said, restaurantreviews.com, and come back and listen as we bring you more episodes of He Said,
She said.
cool places to eat, drink, and hang out.
Bye.
Bye.